If you think the Cleveland Browns are a good football team, then you are wrong, because they're not. Don't let that 8-3 record deceive you. This team is much worse than their record shows. And when it comes playoff time, they're going to get destroyed against whoever they play. The Cleveland Browns are like a 9-year-old playing Among Us, but they get imposter. Sometimes they get a nice kill, sometimes they get a nice win. But at the end of the day, you always know that they are an imposter. You vote them out, just kick them out. Beat Cleveland. This team is the imposter in the NFL. But you're probably wondering, if you're a Browns fan, why are you even saying this? Why do you think the Cleveland Browns are a horrible team? Well, even though they are 8-3, yes, I admit that is good. But their schedule, along with the rest of the AFC North, their schedule is so easy. And the Cleveland Browns have probably the third easiest schedule in the NFL. Now, I want to look at the Cleveland Browns losses, because that really shows you how this team doesn't win against good teams. Week 1, that is probably, I don't know, maybe that doesn't count in the eyes of Browns fans. But Week 1, this team played at the Baltimore Ravens and lost 38-6, okay? Embarrassing enough. And their second loss of the season, 5 weeks later, very similar result. This team lost against Pittsburgh, another good team, 38-7. Embarrassing, right? And when they were playing the Red Hot Raiders at home, they scored 6 points against their Raiders defense. Come on. And they allowed 16. 3 losses. Embarrassing, right? I point this out because it shows how this team straight up just ain't beating good teams. But we look at the rest of their schedule, I guess that's fair. Week 2, this team beats the Cincinnati Bengals by 5 points at home. Wow, you're good. Week 3, they beat the Washington football team by 14. I believe that was also a home game. Not impressive. And honestly, their only impressive wins of the season come back-to-back weeks 4 and 5. Week 4, they beat the Dallas Cowboys 49-38. Gotta admit, good job. Week 5, they upset the Colts at home 23-32. Good job. But after that happens, what happens to your team? You lose Odell Beckham Jr., and you're reliant on your 2 running backs who have done the workhorse load for you the entire season. Following week, you lose to Pittsburgh. The following week, you go to Cincinnati and you win by 3 points. The following week, you lose to the Las Vegas Raiders by 10 at home. The following week, you have a bye. The week after that, you beat the Houston Texans by 3 points. The Houston Texans. Wow. The week after that, you have another home game. And you play the Philadelphia Eagles, a horrible team, probably the worst in the league. Win that game by 5 points at home. Wow. The week after that, you go on the road and you play the second worst team in the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And how many points do you win by? 2 points? You win by 2 points. You allow Mike Lennon, a random quarterback, to score 25. And if they converted a 2-point conversion, the game would have been tied. It went in overtime. You beat the second worst team in the league by 2 points. And you call yourself an 8-3 football team, a playoff team, a team that can win. Well, I hope this video, sums it up, because this team has 2 difficult opponents coming up. And I bet they're losing both of these games. They go on the road, play the Titans. I bet they get destroyed. The week after, they host the Ravens. All the Ravens starters are back. They're going to lose that game too. We look at the rest of their schedule. The Jets, the Giants, and the Steelers week 17. This team has literally one impressive win over the Indianapolis Colts week 5. Literally every other game they play besides the Dallas and Colts game is a 1-score win. 1-score win. That's how bad this team is. Maybe the Washington football team counts too, but their schedule's easy. They play the NFC East, they play the AFC South. Only 8-3, and they don't beat good teams. It just shows how the Cleveland Browns are the imposters in the NFL. And trust me, come playoff time, if they do make it, which they will because their schedule's so easy, this team's not winning any games. It's going to play wild card against 4th, 3rd, or 2nd seed. Guarantee 100% they're not winning a game. That's it. Adios.